Hello, Les Connard here, founder of the Washout Watchdog and inventor of the Porta Pit. I wanted to address a couple of things that we're doing with the Porta Pit right now that I find extremely exciting, and I hope you do as well. The first thing is we're trying to really handle the water on the job site, and we're doing that with two mechanisms from Setco. Setco is a chemical company that has two different processes. One is a flock, and what a flock does is it kind of grabs the particles and drops them to the bottom to make our water clear. Well, concrete washout water is about 12 on the pH, and the Setco product makes it clear, but the water is still hot. We can't dump it on the ground. The other product that they have is called Slurry Dry, and it actually turns water into a solid. So if you had something that was very, very thick, you might want to use the Slurry Dry. If you have something that's about half water, half concrete on the bottom, we're probably going to want to use that flock. The next thing that we're using is a CO2 process, and we're in the middle of inventing something that will help you on the job site. And what the CO2 does, it's really, really cool stuff. It knocks pH down to about 6.5 at the most. So you cannot over CO2 it. You can't over acid it. So we're going to be at almost neutral. As you recall, 7 is neutral on the pH scale, 0 through 7 is acid, and 7 through 14 is a pH, a high pH or an alkaline. And we're trying to get it back below a 9 and above a 5, I believe. We can still put this water in places. Part of the problem, though, is that it's a processed water. So you may have situations where you can still wash out in the dirt. You may have situations where you can dump hot water in the dirt. You may have situations where we're going to have to lower the pH and we can dump that water as dust control right on the earth. Or you might have a different situation where we're going to put it inside a sewer, a full sewer. So it doesn't go into a storm drain, it only goes into the sewer. And so that's going to depend on your area. But we're going to have these different processes for you to choose from and be able to give you some information on how to get a permit to do that. What's exciting about that is that if you had a porta pit on the job site and you had it full of water, you'd actually be able to do something with the water rather than have to provide for a service. So we'll be able to separate the water and get rid of it, and then you're going to have hard concrete on the ground that'll just dump out of the porta pit. And then you'll be able to take that over to an area that at the end of the job, when you haul all your materials off, you can take that someplace to be crushed. There won't be any plastic in it, there won't be any oil in it. It'll just be old concrete that'll be great to be reused. So being able to repurpose everything will depend on the area that you're in, but we're going to be able to help you with that process. You can either take the water and process it right there on the job site, or you may need to transfer the water into an area that you might take back to your home location and be able to handle it there. But it should really cut down on your service fees if this is something that interests you.